In the heart of West Africa, where the sun burns hot and the rains come as they please, there was once a young man named Chindong. He was not born into wealth or comfort, but into a world that seemed to crush his dreams at every turn. The mountains were high, and the roads steep. Yet somehow, Chindong would find his way to the top. But how? The answer would come from the most unlikely place, the depths of his own soul. Chindong was born in the small village of Owo, nestled between the hills of the Imo River. His family had little, but they had each other, and that was enough. Or so he thought, until the weight of life began to press too heavily on him. His father had passed away when he was young, leaving his mother, Oma, to care for him. She worked tirelessly, selling palm oil and cassava by the roadside, but there was always something missing. Chindong's dreams of a better life, of becoming a teacher, a leader, seemed to slip further out of reach each day. The village was poor, and the challenges never stopped coming. When Chindong tried to find work, he was told he was too young, too inexperienced, too unskilled. Each rejection felt like a knife to his heart. His spirit began to wither. One hot afternoon, after another long day of fruitless searching, Chindong sat by the village stream, tears in his eyes. He thought to himself, why is life so hard? Why does it feel like no matter how hard I try, I always fail? The weight of the world seemed too much to bear. It was then that his best friend, Wake, found him. Wake was in a similar situation, struggling to find purpose and meaning in a world that had never offered much of either. He sat beside Chindong and placed a hand on his shoulder. Chindong, Wake said, do you know why the river flows so strongly even after the rains have stopped? Chindong looked at his friend, confused. No. Why? Because the river has learned to trust the earth beneath it. It doesn't stop flowing just because there are rocks in its path. It pushes on, always moving forward. Chindong thought about this. He had always heard his mother speak of faith, of trusting in God's plan, but in that moment, it felt like just words. Yet Wake's words felt different. They felt like a message from deep within. Chindong walked back to his home that evening, the weight on his heart a little lighter, but still heavy enough to make his steps slow. That night, after Oma had gone to bed, he sat outside under the wide African sky. The stars blinked softly above him like tiny flames, whispering secrets of the universe. Chindong closed his eyes and whispered a prayer, though he wasn't sure what to say. God, I don't understand. I don't know why everything is so hard. But if you're out there, if you're listening, please show me the way. The silence that followed was thick, but within it, Chindong felt something stir, a warmth deep in his chest. It was as if God was saying, I am with you, Chindong. Keep going. The days that followed were not easy. Chindong still faced rejection after rejection, but now he held on to something different. He would wake each morning and say to himself, today, I trust in God's plan. Today, I will keep moving forward. It wasn't long before the villagers began to notice a change in Chindong. His resilience became a quiet strength, and others, like Wake, began to draw from it. One by one, people came to him, seeking advice, encouragement, and hope. Chindong's small acts of kindness and support began to ripple through the village. He helped Wake find work as a carpenter, taught children how to read, and encouraged the elderly to share their stories. But it wasn't just his actions that made the difference, it was his belief. People could see that he had found something greater than the hardships around him. He had found faith. It was on a stormy night, months later, that Chonda, the wise elder of the village, called Chindong to his hut. Chindong, he said, I have seen you grow. You have struggled and yet, you have never turned away from God. You are becoming the man you were always meant to be. Chindong bowed his head in humility. I don't feel like I've done anything special. I've just kept going, one day at a time. That is the secret, my child, Chimdo smiled. Life is not about grand victories or moments of fame. It is about showing up, trusting in God, and helping those around you. You have become a light in this village, just by choosing to believe. Years passed, and Chindong's life transformed. He never became a rich man, but he became something far greater, a beacon of hope in the midst of hardship. His struggles had not disappeared, but now they had purpose. His faith had carried him through, and he had become the very person he once needed in his darkest hours. And as Chindong's story spread, so did the spirit of hope. Villagers who once struggled with depression, poverty, and fear found the courage to push forward. Chindong's journey became theirs, a story of faith, perseverance, and the strength to overcome. Chindong's life was a testimony to the power of faith. He had walked through the fire of life's trials and come out stronger on the other side. His story is a reminder to us all, no matter how heavy the weight, no matter how dark the days may seem, we are never alone. Like the river that flows over rocks, we too can keep moving forward, stronger, braver, and ready to help others along the way.